Things that make you go, August 1996, Bellevue, Washington. The logic of feminism. When you do something that hurts a woman's feelings, that's your fault. When your feelings are hurt by something a woman does, that's your fault. When you assault or batter a woman, that's your fault. When a woman assaults or batters you, you must have done something to provoke her. When you are purposely mean or cruel to a woman, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. When a woman is purposely mean or cruel to you, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Anybody who thinks these are double standards obviously hates women. In the process of superextending women's boundaries, a touch is tantamount to a rape, a look is the same thing as an assault, for example, our society has virtually eliminated men's boundaries. Now, a man who protests being touched or physically crowded is dismissed as being defensive. Where does it end? You shouldn't mind being dominated because a man's life is not his own? You shouldn't mind being shot because a man's body is not his own? Most leaders have been men, but most men have not been leaders. Sorry, feminists. In the feminist paradigm, men fall into two basic groups, losers and oppressors. Oh, and even the losers are oppressors. When men prefer to do business with men, that's sexism. But when women prefer doing business with women, that's a cause for celebration. Women complain that coming out as lesbians can put a damper on their careers. It's not fair, they say, and they're right, it's not. On the other hand, if you come out as a men's and fathers' rights advocate and a champion of real gender equality, or these days if you come out as MGTOW, your career will not only probably go on hold, but you'll probably either lose your job or not get hired. I speak from experience. Which is worse? Pundits proclaim that because most whites have more social power than blacks, this justifies such things as affirmative action. But when we point out that most women have more social power than men, well, that's irrelevant. Feminists keep telling us that sexual harassment is almost always about power, not sex. That when men come on to female coworkers, it's a tactic aimed at keeping women in their place. Let's see now. These women are telling us guys all about our motives, how we experience being men. How would they know? Isn't that a lot like men telling women what childbirth and menstrual cramps feel like? Yeah, I wrote that a long time before the feminists came up with the term mansplaining, and I suspect that they came up with that term to counter questions like this. Can you say femsplaining? Expect feminists to impose a new twist on the issue of acquaintance rape. Yes means yes. I hear you. Not necessarily yes, I agree. On March 20th, 1994, CBC aired a report on a management training program on sexual harassment. During the discussion, it came out that when men say yes, they mean yes, I agree. But women say yes, they mean yes, I hear you. Andrea Dworkin was right. Even when women say yes to sex, it's rape. So men, beware. MGTOW. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned almost ranks as a female prerogative in our society. Is it time for men to adopt the same attitude? I'd argue no, but then women need to stop and feminists need to stop using that excuse too. Many have defended feminists who attack men on the grounds that it's oppressive when the strong pick on the weak, but okay, even admirable, for the downtrodden to poke fun at the strong. Men have all the power, the feminist reasoning goes, so it's okay for feminists and women to hurl mud their direction, but oppressive when men fling some of it back. What about the more than 80 million men in America who have less power than most women? And of course, the disparity has gone up since 1996. The term backlash is a response to a prior lash. Feminists like to say that men must take greater responsibility for rape and other forms of sexual violence against women. Many also say North American men must do something about the circumstances of women in Africa. Really? Then why aren't these same people interested in doing anything to stop the genital mutilation of men here in America? Are you 486? How can women expect men to support choice for women when most women oppose choice for men? New rage women complain about the many ways men disrespect women. Okay, but what about the pervasive disrespect women express for men? Feminists of all persuasions like to say that the personal is political, that the individual's experiences are what are important, and that these experiences translate into a political agenda. Okay, let's test this. In many men's experience, many women are violent, backstabbing bullies, and in the experience of many of our readers, most women are morally wishy-washy. On the basis of our individual experiences, what political action should men take? What political agenda should men support? Wait. I think I hear Turd-Flinging Monkey, Sandman, and others saying women should not have the vote. That's all for now. Check out the other videos. Subscribe to the channel. For the Backlash at backlash.com, my name is Rod Van Mecklin.